Good morning, guys. So it's official. We're on our first camping trip with Chloe. Oh.
Whoa. She says hi too.
She's a little cranky because she's tired. Anyways, so she's 6.5 weeks old now, and she's on her first camping trip. And it feels like a long time coming because we spent so much time and effort on our RV renos that we've just really been looking forward to this time to relax and enjoy camping with Chloe finally.
It's May long weekend right now, and we are in a double site here with Alysha's parents. We have electrical hookups, and we're looking forward to taking advantage of it. And we're in the beautiful Shuswap Lake Provincial Park. But we just woke up after a good night's sleep, so it's time to get some coffee rolling and start the day, Chloe. Scotch Creek. A town on the Shuswap Lake is a beautiful little community with only one grocery store. The drive along the lake, crossing the Squilax Bridge, and even a single-lane bridge makes the scenery to this provincial park campground such a memorable trip.
So I thought we'd quickly touch on what we've packed on this trip for Chloe. We didn't really know what we should be bringing, but I don't know, I think we did a pretty good job of packing minimally, but also everything that she needed. And also, I thought it would be a lot more stuff that we'd have to bring, but it turned out it wasn't that much, and it didn't really take up that much room in the RV either. She's starting to wake up. Alright, so let's show them what we brought you, Chloe. So the first thing we packed is her bassinet, which is a pretty essential thing to pack for her. It just gets set up in the middle of our RV and we can still walk around it, but then it also folds up really easily and compactly as well, so during the day when we don't need it, when she's not taking a nap, we can just throw it up in the cab or something. Really convenient. Then what else do we have? We have our changing mat just set up on the bed here, and we can just roll this up and put it in the closet too when we're not using it, but it sometimes just ends up staying out because we're changing her so much. And then the rest of her stuff is just in the closet here. We've got all of her clothing just hanging up here, and there's actually not that much left because we're getting close to the end of our camping trip here. But yeah, all of her clothes there, and then just 2 baskets down here of her things. So this one here is her diaper bag. We've got all of her diapers in here, and then her wipes on this side here, and then this is just all of her miscellaneous stuff. We've got some shampoo, a nightlight, some soothers, all that kind of stuff. In the second bin here is just everything else that she needs. So there's some of her sleep sacks in here, some swaddles, we've got some burp cloths, some bottles, and then her hats and her bows. So cute. There's some toys in here as well, and we didn't actually end up using this, but we also got this elastic mosquito net. So this can go over top of her bassinet if it's outside, or over her stroller if it's outside and there's some bugs. So really nice to have this. I'm sure it's going to come in handy later in the summer. So yeah, that's really everything that we packed for her in the end. As you can see, it didn't take up that much space, and yeah, it's been pretty easy camping with Chloe so far.
One exciting piece of news we get to share with you too that's non-baby related while we're on this camping trip is we've been debating on buying a new camera lens for a little while here, and we actually decided to make the purchase recently. It was a little expensive, but we figured it'd make a big difference on the video quality. We wanted year 3 to go pretty good. Obviously we got the new drone Christmas time as well, so now we have a new drone going into this camping season and a new lens. I'm using the old one right now. It still takes great quality and everything, but watch how much wider of an angle you guys will get with the new one on. Should allow you to see the campgrounds better, a little less of just our face in the way, and it'll show the RV so much more. That intro shot in the RV with Chloe and Alysha there was already filmed on the new lens actually, so you probably might have noticed it was quite a bit wider, but remember what it looks like right now of my face, and then we're going to transition to the new lens and prepare to be amazed just how much more scenery it gives you. Pow! And there we are. Wow! Look how much more view you get there, hey? This is a Canon 11 to 22? Yeah, Canon 11 to 22 millimeter lens. Originally it didn't sound like 11. The last one we had was a 15 to 45 we mainly used, so I didn't think 11 to 15 would make that much of a difference, but look how much different. I would say that's probably like 20% more outside angle for you to all the view there at least. I actually took it for a little walkabout this morning as well when everyone was still asleep in the campground. Kind of have the campground to myself and get a little park tour for you. So I think we're gonna roll that early morning footage. I was up at 5:45 for a walkabout, and you can take in some of the nature and see how this new lens treats you. I'm loving it so far though. It's 5:45 right now and I'm already awake because Chloe's getting fed and was fussing around, kind of feeding time at sunrise, but I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to give you a little bit of a tour here of Shuswap Lake Provincial Park. One thing I wanted to point out right away here is look how spacious it is in between campsites. You can see way back there is that RV and truck. Then you got all this hillside here behind me. Nature, 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 tons of space. And that is where the next campsite is, for example, between these two guys. And that's pretty common between all of the campsites here. A lot of the provincial parks we visited before, there's always like campsite on top of campsite on top of campsite. Here you actually have quite a buffer between your neighbors, so A, you rarely see them, B, you rarely hear them, and C, you actually feel like you're camping out in the forest in a kind of naturey vibe instead of just, some of them basically feel like RV parks almost where you're lined up, so super beautiful here. It's also nice, of course, on the lake. They've got a bunch of cool amenities. They've got a good sani station, nice playground, so I'm gonna go for a little walkable here and check out Shuswap Lake Provincial Park with you. So I'm up by the check-in area right now. Really nice modern little check-in hut, and it actually has two check-in bays. You can check in on the right side and the left side with campers on both sides even, so that's super convenient because this provincial park is huge. They have over 300 campsites, but also they have electricity here. Not a lot of BC provincial parks actually have hookups, so we can actually get a campground that has hookups as well. You can get 15 amp and 30 amp in your campground. That's pretty convenient, especially with their baby right now, because it gets a little bit cold at nighttime still, so we can run a little electric heater. Don't have to use the propane heat, save some propane. Not as much moisture. When you use propane heat in your RV, it gets pretty moist sometimes, so that's pretty nice. Gonna walk up here quick too. They have a really nice sani dump area. You can pull through, so there's actually 4 sani dumps if you have someone lined up in the front spots, and then people can be behind at least. The day use area is so nice here too. That parking lot is huge, so even if you're passing by with your RV, definitely plenty of parking over there for you. And there's a boat launch, and even though that parking lot was huge, there's another one down farther. But one thing I did not realize is the sign said there was kayak rentals down there as well, and there's a nature house store and nature trail that you can go and walk around that no bikes are actually allowed on. Using bikes is really popular too because there's trails all over the place for your bikes. There's trails all along beside the roads, goes through the forest and that kind of stuff, so your kids don't have to ride bikes on the road all the time, not play in traffic, so that is super popular as well. You can see there's a huge green space behind me here. You can bring your bocce kit along. One giant playground there. There's also a playground on the other end of the park, so kids are always running around playing. There's something to do here for them. And we're at the lake here now, and look at all the picnic tables. There's picnic tables put all the way along the beach, so you can come here for a picnic in the daytime. If your campsite's kind of in the back forested area, you can come out here and use one of these tables for the day. Ah, it's just so nice here. There is so much beach access here too. All the way back there goes to the shower house and over to the far parking lot. All beachfront here, mostly sandy, a bit of rocks on some of the spots. And all the way back there too is all provincial park beach access. I really didn't give this park enough credit before. I was just like, yeah, it's close to Salmon Arm. I came here as a kid a bit, but I hadn't camped here too much with Alysha or anything. But this might actually be one of my favorite BC provincial parks. And I gotta say, it's might be one of the highest quality ones as well. Lots of campsites, electrical hookup, beach access, tons of playgrounds for the kids, bike trails that aren't just on the road, boat launches, nature trails, double check-ins. The front desk sells you firewood and ice packs if you need any ice for anything. There's just so much stuff going on here. And look how beautiful it is too. You got a view of Copper Island back there. Nice shiny lake. Even if you don't want to swim, you can come out here and sit by one of the benches. There's benches all along the lake even. Pull up a chair, take in the view, and watch all the boaters rip around. Now that we've enjoyed the front end kind of day use area of this provincial park, gonna take this beautiful little nature walk that goes right beside the lake, through the forest and everything, and go check out the backside of this campground because, like I said, this place is huge. What a good provincial park, dang. I gotta stop stressing that, but I can't stress it enough. I love it here now, wow. Whether you're a tenter or just an RVer looking to save some water as well, they have huge shower houses. I think they have quite a few put around the perimeter of this provincial park, and they have actual flush toilet stations all over the place as well. So you can save some water, bring your tent, don't have to worry about kind of going to a dingy old outhouse. They take great care of it. There's hot water showers in all the 9 yards, so nice. We've reached the back of the park here now, playground number 2. This one's so cool. They have little trees on the top of the park, and then it's in the forest here too, as you can see, so it's kind of like a forest little themed playground. Nice trees all around you, and then that's pretty sweet. But check this out behind me. Whoosh. Look at that. They have a full-on like mountain biking trail. I had mentioned those trails earlier. They all run through the different areas, but they lead to this area, and they have one giant area with little banks, jumps, hills. Me and Alysha haven't used our bikes in a long time, or I think our bikes, I don't even know if we own bikes anymore, honestly, but we're talking about wanting to get more eventually. We can't take Chloe biking until she's about 1, it sounds like, but maybe bikes will be in our future, and if you're into biking and all that while you're camping, this is definitely a good park for you. I bet you the average spacing between these campsites, you could probably get 2, maybe even 3 campsites sometimes in between each of the actual campsites. A lot of provincial parks and even the national parks especially, honestly, really do put them tight, but I am just so impressed that they have over 300 campsites here, and they could have easily had at least double that if they wanted to cram them in, so let's head this way. So good on Shuswap Lake Provincial Park for doing that. Just such a cute little area in small town Scotch Creek too. One little grocery store to get all your grocery needs, and otherwise lake, trees, camping, and enjoying the good life. Just listen to the sounds of the birds and everything here even. Oh, there's my guy again. There was a whole bunch of squirrels earlier, but that one bird back there right now sounds so nice. Man, nature at its finest here. That's a cool bird. I don't know what kind of bird it is to tell you, unfortunately, but if you do, let me know. He sure sounds cool. One pro tip for you as well I didn't realize before coming here again is if you come down past check-in, there's one middle big road that kind of takes you down to all the little offshooting branches, and they actually have 2 water hoses you can fill your RV up with. So if you don't want to go through the whole sandy dump process, but you want to come here with an empty tank, maybe a little lighter towing for you or a little easier driving on your rig, you can actually come, fill up your water in the middle road, and you don't have to worry about coming with a full tank of water in advance. Never knew that before, but that's kind of nice. Just taking a little shortcut in between the lanes here back to our campsite now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this little walkabout with me for a nature morning walk, if you will. Maybe let me know down below if you enjoyed kind of a bit more of an in-depth campground review and a bit of a tour of it all. I don't know if it benefits you to see the campground, or maybe you just enjoy seeing some of the beautiful BC nature and kind of checking out BC provincial parks with me, but I really enjoyed walking around this morning. This is definitely something I could do again and make into a little segment if every once in a while we're at a nice provincial park and you want a tour of it. So again, let me know down below if you want me to do it again. Otherwise, it's either, I'm not sure if it's breakfast and coffee time or jump back into bedtime, but I got my babies to go see.
Alright, it's a little chilly out, so we've got Chloe, oh nice one, all geared up in a little, what is this called, a corduroy?
I'm not sure what kind of jacket that is. Maybe, that sounds kind of like a thing.
I don't know, it looks adorable. So I've got this on her, and it should be good enough for our walk that we're about to take. We're gonna bust out the body harness, and we're just gonna carry her on a little walk that we're gonna go on. And then tonight we still have a campfire planned.
Totally, but...
Oh, and there goes the heater.
Ooh. Hookups are nice, but...
Yes.
Look at this little sweetie.
Yeah, she's getting sleepy, so the walk might actually put her to sleep.
Let's see.
Let's go, Chloe. Aren't you two just the cutest?
This is my baby. She's adorable. Let's go, Cokie.
You look sad, Coco.
She misses mama.
And just like that, she's fast asleep.
Nothing like being hugged and loved and out for a walk, eh, Chloe?
And look at that view. Chloe, you're missing out. Wow.
Earlier in the day, right now it's May long, of course, so it's been super busy at the beach. I kind of thought we would still see some people sitting in their chairs here at least, but the last, I guess, 2 days, it got a bit cooler today, but me and Alysha's dad actually went in the lake 2 days in a row. I mean, it was, I can't quite call it a polar bear plunge, but we decided it was 12 degrees Celsius is what Google told us for lake temperature. But nice little kind of splish splash. Shower houses are just up the road we take advantage of, and yeah, we love this little campground here, but pretty nice. Another perk of this baby carrier is it makes vlog life super easy, but look how beautiful the lake is here right now. That's Copper Island there in the background. When I was young, my family used to actually own a boat, and we would boat there. And then when we'd boat there, we could actually hike to the top and get a cool little viewpoint. It's another cool thing about Scotch Creek. It's a super popular recreation little lake area. There's actually Captain's Village Marina just out of the provincial park, and over there a ways. You can launch your boat there. Might even rent a boat there. Can't guarantee that one, but all sorts of boating in the area. You can go out swimming, hike Copper Island. You can even get back over to mainland. My family, for example, the Trans-Canada Highway is right across the lake, so you could come from that side and just boat over here for day use, and super nice. Feels pretty cool to be out here camping again. We're looking forward to starting the year. We've already got 2 more campgrounds booked in the next week coming up, so camping season is full swing.
We'll be spending the summer a lot more at some BC provincial parks, which will be really nice for us. We're used to boondocking a lot and kind of not making any reservations over the summer, but with a newborn we figured it would be nice to have some guaranteed spots that we know are safe and everything like that, and have some amenities for us as well, like water and all that kind of stuff. So we're really excited about that. We also heard that BC Provincial Parks got a budget increase. It was like, what, 80?
I think 83 million over the next 3 years, but that's still huge for BC.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with some upgrades and stuff like that, and we're really excited that BC Parks is kind of getting the attention that it needs.
Yeah. Where's your boat?
Over the past few years, we've definitely noticed that the provincial park campgrounds here in BC have gotten way more busier, and even booking a spot online has been difficult, so we're really happy that they're getting the upgrades that they need, and hopefully some more campsites as well.
Yeah, and with that being said, we always, like, across Canada, the goal was get across Canada. We stayed in Walmarts a lot. We did all that kind of stuff a lot. Last year, it was travel around BC, but now we're really going to focus on enjoying provincial parks more. It's only a little bit extra money. They're really good value. 15, maybe 30 bucks a night, and you actually get to relax.
Yeah, and we'll also be staying at some rec sites as well, which are some cheaper options. They're not provincial parks, but just run by BC as well. So yeah, lots of exciting plans this summer, and maybe even a couple of really cool loops.
Yeah, we got some big things in the works at least, so
yeah,
should be a good year still.
All right, let's get back to that campfire. I'm a little chilly.
S'mores time. We're just settling into the evening here now. I've got a nice amount of kindling set, but of course, and I'm gonna try and stack it and try and make an artistic fire, if you will. I've seen some cool, like, time lapses and slow-mos of fire lately, and I think one of my things I want to work on this summer is trying to make like a real cool looking artsy fire. Yeah, anybody can stack some firewood and just make a fire burn, but I want to get like a nice, like, kind of crisscrossy stack. I mean, I don't know, I'm looking at this already and I feel like I could have done a better job, but I'm gonna try.
I don't know, like, it's pretty artistic.
Yeah, it's kind of alright, but I think that'll get going. I want to put more big stuff on, but every time I try and make like a nicely stacked fire, it just ends up smothering itself because I overdo it and kind of fill it. So I'm gonna go with this, put some bigger stuff on the outside, and see if we can get a nice s'mores fire going here. Alysha's parents are inside their RV right now watching Chloe for us, so we'll get the fire rolling. And then it's Hershey's s'mores kit time. Yum.
Let's see how it burns.
Yeah, good way to end the night. Alrighty, y'all. Fire is rolling away. We got our twinkle lights behind us up there in case you can see those. Alysha's parents have a pretty good RV setup going on here with nice little lighting and everything, but look at little Chloe in her bunny outfit.
It's so cute, it's so warm, which is perfect for like these colder nights by the fire.
Yeah.
She's pretty sleepy right now, but looking pretty cute.
Yeah, she's fading off. Oh, it's so fun camping with her. She's so adorable and I love her so much. What a nice little baby. It's so cool to think that someday she's gonna grow up and be able to look back and watch this vlog and like be like, oh, let's watch this RV vlog, and it'll be her first camping trip.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we enjoy vlogging and sharing all these moments with you guys, but it's gonna be so fun to look back on these and know that Chloe can look back on them all as well. So nice.
Good morning, guys. So last night was quite the night. Chloe was up and down and didn't want to sleep, and then, you know, just a bit of a rough night. But we got up this morning and packed up our campsite, packed up the RV, and we were gonna head over to the sandy dump area, but the lineup was huge. Like seriously, probably, I don't know, 20 RVs deep. So we decided to come to the day use area and hang out for a bit and not get in that lineup right away, just because what's the point of sitting in the lineup when you can at least sit at the day use area and have a bit of fun. So I think we're gonna bust out the bocce kit since there's a big lawn right beside us here, play a game of bocce, and wait for the lineup at the sandy dump to go down. Should be pretty fun. Chloe's finally taking a nap here on me in the harness, so I think she's gonna play bocce with us.
Ooh.
Let's go.
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dime. Serves you some reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's time for
Luke won. It was, well, we were only playing where the closest to the white ball gets 1 point, even if you had 2 balls that were closer. I don't really know the exact rules, but that's what we just made up, and it was 10-7.
Yeah, pretty close.
Pretty close, I don't know.
Yeah, you had the lead a whole bunch of the time, and then I just came back pretty good at the end, so yes. We've played
Yeah.
bocce in years.
It's true, and we've had that kit for a long time and never busted it out, mostly because almost every single campsite slash boondocking spot that we've been at on our trips never has a lawn, obviously.
Want to take this nature trail?
Okay, let's take the nature trail to, we're gonna go check out the sandy dump line and see if it's a little bit better.
Yeah, see if there's not 20 RVs there this time.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're just walking the nature trail, there's a deer in there. We actually seen a deer run through the campsite as well, but it went so quick we couldn't get the camera, so we didn't think it was worth mentioning, but Scotch Creek has a lot of deers in the area. That deer's still back there, but of course this is one of the few situations where our old lens, having the 45mm zoom, would have got you a little bit closer at least, and we're like, you know, usually it's always blog talking. We don't ever see stuff we need to really zoom in on. We don't see that much wildlife. And then now that we've switched the lens over, there's a deer on this camping trip. We're gonna keep walking the path, maybe we can flank in.
She doesn't even really care that we're here, it doesn't seem like. She keeps looking over and just going back to eating, but we're gonna continue on the trail and let her be.
Yeah. Goodbye, lovely deer. You have a swell day. That's the line for the sandy dump there. It looks like there's only one guy waiting. Everyone's dumping, and actually he's starting up moving. So we're gonna get in that line and get ready to head on out of here. New campers are checking in. Everyone's getting ready to roll, and camping continues as per usual. Anyways there, friends, thanks for joining us on our first little camping adventure here with baby Chloe. Hope you guys enjoyed it, saw a bit of nature, and got some camping fun with us.
And oh yeah, so it's officially like May long weekend is like the official start of the camping season, I would say.
Yep.
So we're really excited. We got a whole bunch of camping trips planned, and yeah, a whole bunch more videos coming up with Chloe.
Totally. We have 2 sites booked in the next 1 week, so we're in camping season. But till next time, everybody, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new for a whole lot of camping, and we'll see you around. Take care.